Adam, thanks so much. Well, over the past 2 decades, more than 60 million acres of forest have been killed by pine beetles in North America. And with drier than normal conditions over the past few years, there is growing concern tonight more acres will be lost right here in southern Oregon and northern California. The pine tree. It's a staple to our region and home to all sorts of wildlife. But there is a growing threat as millions of acres of forest are dying.
Oh, it's probably the most trees we've ever lost at one time.
Mike Morrison, the superintendent for Ashland Public Works, says in just the past few weeks, they have removed 9 pine trees from Mountain View Cemetery, all because the mountain pine beetle has moved in.
Late last summer, we first started noticing some trees that were looking kind of brown. We thought it was just related to the lack of water due to the drought. We increased the water, but it didn't go away. So we looked into it a little further, and after talking with some arborists, realized that we had the pine beetles moving into some of our trees, and they were actually killing the trees.
From the cemetery to Lithia Park, Morrison says the city has never had to remove this many infested trees. Crews in Jacksonville also removing a number of trees after the beetle infested the Jacksonville woodlands.
The most important thing to do is remove any trees that the beetles have already infected, because they just spread from there.
Morrison isn't sure what's drawing the beetles to our area, but says dry conditions aren't helping.
The lack of water, the trees, it makes them more susceptible to the beetles, so the drought does make it easier for them to attack the trees.
Other than removing the already infected trees, there's not much anyone can do to prevent the beetle from picking its next home.